Hi, welcome to Barefoot Wellness on the OldFashioned Health Network, Health from the Inside Out. And today I'm here with my fabulous guest, Silke Palifka from Germany. She's a naturopathic doctor and she's been practicing for 30 years in Germany. And we are going to talk about Cosmergy Liquid. So when we come back from break, we will give you more information on our water.
Welcome to Baked, located in the heart of the Old Fourth Ward, Atlanta, 480 John Wesley Dobbs Avenue. While the name of the restaurant is Baked, we also fry and saute like nobody's business. Special attention is given to 12 menu items, 7 of which are gluten-free. Welcome to Baked.
So, welcome back. Dr. Silke, we are talking about Cosmergy Liquid.
Yes, we will. Hi, Nadine.
So
hi, everyone out there.
Tell us what Cosmergy Liquid does and what it is.
Oh, well, let's first start. What is Cosmergy Liquid? This is a very, very special water we do in Germany. We actually take spring water, filter it, and then we run it through an electrolysis. And electrolysis means we split the water into the H, hydrogen ions, and the hydroxide ions, and which are the alkaline ones. The hydrogen one is the acid one, and we only take for this water the hydroxide ions with a pH of 12, which is super high, and the pH of 12 stays in this water for very long time. We have it minimum for 2 years, but we have bottles from the first time we made it, it's like 11 years. And it's still the same pH.
So the water stays stable?
The water stays totally stable, and this is due to the information, the quantum information which we put in the water to really get it as an intelligent water to go exactly to the place where we want it to go.
Okay, so, but is this like water? Does it taste like water?
If you are healthy, yes, it tastes like water, maybe a little salty, like a little teardrop. Mm-hmm. But the problem is when you have acids piled up in the body, the water does not taste like water. Probably I should give you a sip and then you will figure out how it is.
Let's do it.
Sometimes the taste is very disgusting, that the people say, oh, it's salty or it's bitter or it's fishy or anything like this. But what you're tasting actually is your own acids in your body. Because acids can only be neutralized by an alkaline stuff. This is very alkaline. And when we're getting this together, acids are dissolved to salt and water. Mm-hmm. And this is actually the taste you feel on your tongue. It's not a real taste. It is just a reflection of the acids which you have in your body. And depending on the taste, you know exactly where the main amount of acids are sitting.
So the water tastes different for everybody?
Exactly.
Oh, so the taste is dependent on the type of toxicity in
of the acidity
organs.
of the hyperacidity. Sorry, I am German. Acidity, I wanted to say. So I know every one of you outside there knows about acidity, because everyone who I met here in America is running around and drinking alkaline water, taking alkaline products and everything.
Okay.
But the problem with all the alkaline stuff what you have, whenever you want to take it, your intent is to bring it to the cell and neutralize acids, correct? The problem with our acidity inside the cell is that the products cannot enter the cell because of a different charge of the membrane.
So alkaline water versus Cosmergy.
Yes.
I don't even know, how much do I drink of this water?
Okay, alkaline water versus Cosmergy. First of all, you only drink with this one. We have little caps with this, like 25 ml. It's like maybe 0.8 ounce. And you only drink this in the very early morning, one sip, and in the very late evening on empty stomach, a very little sip of that, until, guess what, the water tastes neutral.
Okay.
Because then the acids are neutralized. And then you just take it as a maintenance. Mm-hmm. You just keep on taking this like once a week. Just take a sip, trial sip, see how the water is. If it is still neutral, fine. If it starts tasting bad again, go on drinking a few days until the water is neutral.
So what happens with the acids that are pushed out of the cells? They just float around in the body. How do we get rid of them?
Smart question. First of all, the acids inside the cell get not pushed out. Since the water goes inside the cell, it neutralizes the acids to water and salt, washing out the inside of the cell and bringing out all the water to the extracellular range. And there you have all the toxins sitting, and now we have a lot of water coming up. It now washes out the system, and now you better take some binding substance, a chelation like a zeolite or whatever you might have, bind it to get it flushed out of the body. And now when the cell now is clean, the cell membrane, which I mentioned in the very beginning, gets back the minus charge, and everything what you want to get inside your body needs to or can now penetrate inside the cell, because oxygen has a plus charge, nutrients have a plus charge, and when the cell has a minus, choop, they move in. When the cell has acids, the cell membrane blocks and everything gets repelled.
So if I only drink 25 milliliters of this water, how long do I drink? Do I drink it for the rest of my life, or
depending on how acidic you are? And you know, acidity is not really only taking place by food intake.
Right.
This is what I thought when I started my practice those many years ago. I thought it is just depending on the food what you take in. No, 80% of your acids which you develop in your body are stress related. So when you tell me you're living in a completely, totally stress-free environment, meaning you're living in a glass bubble, everything is wonderful, paradise around, you probably won't pile up acids anymore, but unfortunately we are not living in that.
Right.
So since we have stresses day by day by day by day, we are constantly piling up acids, and you should really use this water as a helper to get this acidity level as low as possible. And the more stress you have, the more acids you pile up, the more you need. The lower it is, the less you need.
Okay. So let's take a break, and then we'll get back with more information on where to purchase the water.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, so welcome back to Barefoot Wellness on the Old-Fashioned Health Network. And I'm still here with Silky, Dr. Silky. I kind of like that name.
I try my best.
So I had actually one more question, and then I will let you know where you can actually get Cosmergy Liquid. But where is it produced? Is it imported or?
Yes, in the moment we just imported it from Germany. We produce it in Germany from like spring water in a specific electrolysis procedure, plus the quantum information. I am planning to really install the machine here in Mississippi.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not in Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I do it in Mississippi, but we are close by.
Yes.
So, because I thought I just have to check how the people like it and how they want it, and as soon as I see the people really understand the necessity of this one, we will definitely produce it here, and then it's available even in big amounts.
Quantities.
In the moment we have, I have big amount already there.
So there are actually right now you can only purchase it on lovebarefood.com, and that's LOVE barefood.com, and there's more information listed on the website on the Cosmergy Liquid. And yeah, I think that was great. I'm going to do a taste test.
Yeah, you get a little taste. And the thing is, this is what I do with all my patients coming in. Before I even take the history of them, I just give them a little sip and say, okay, enjoy, have fun. Normally I should take a picture of those people, however the water tastes like. Oh, by the way, maybe I did forget to mention how long you have to take it. I said normally until the taste is neutral. But the thing is, it is very, very, very different from person to person how long this takes.
Okay.
So over the last 11 years that I use it in Germany, I figured out we minimum take it for like 3 months.
Okay.
And then we just recheck and see how it goes. Yeah, so if you're super, it's wonderful. It's
Okay.
love. Like your website. You just take a little sip and then just enjoy. It should taste like pure water.
It's salty.
Okay. So we have like also a list made up over the last years what the taste of these things is standing for. Because in interesting wise, we had like some doctors from TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, and they figured out that the meridian endings are on the tongue, on the taste buds, and the moment the water comes in the mouth, touching the taste buds there, it has a communication straight away to the organs, and then depending on the taste what you have, you know exactly where your acids are sitting. So when this water, let me guess, is a little bit fishy. Oh, I like this
The
face
taste
now.
changes.
I like this face now, because what I normally am doing is really, instead of waiting and asking what is the taste, in my practice I have a little photograph, actually my phone, and then I just sit there, they take the water and I just sit there, ding, and then I said, hey, look at that face, is that water taste? No, it is not. So if it is like a little fishy, it is liver related. If it is like metallic or bitter, it is kidney related, and so on. We have a full list of how the relations are there, and this is really coming from the connection of the meridians of the taste buds and the meridians, and a direct communication of the organs via this water.
Okay.
And therefore we call it like, well, some people say miraculous water. I like to say intelligent water.
Okay.
Because it definitely gives you a hint where it
what's
is, and
going
then
on.
you can perfectly like support these organs with whatever products
Like
you have.
detox programs
Yeah.
and so on.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
extremely well.
Well, thank you for all this information.
I am so happy that I'm here in Georgia the first time in my life, and that I get just this invitation to this wonderful show. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much that I get this chance to get it out here.
Thank you. Well, I'm Andine again with Barefoot Wellness, and thank you for watching our show on the Old Fashioned Health Network, Health from the Inside Out.